Life as a child was mostly carefree. I remember that in the old house where I used to live, my favorite thing to do was to play wheel games with my grandparents using chess pieces. We would put the chess pieces up and roll them from one end to the other in the dark, damp hallway. I would happily run after the chess pieces until I fell into my grandparents' arms and laughed. Every day all I could think about was when I could go to my parents' house, and chess had become my basic idea of happiness. Later, my parents gave me a set of crystal chess pieces made of glass, with each piece surrounded by machine-ground edges like a diamond ring, reflecting rainbow colors in the light. But on the same day, I was suddenly told that my grandfather has been hospitalized for stomach cancer. Although his life wasn't in danger, he had to have his stomach removed, leaving a huge scar on his propagule, and he couldn't straighten his upper body properly anymore. Although we never played chess again after that, the bishop was still with me, and so was my grandfather. It was as if I realized at a young age that nothing around me was ever the same. From then on, every week I would bring the chess piece to my grandparents' house, and this time it was no longer a toss and a catch, but a serious game of chess. Both my grandfather and I understood and silently cherished what was in front of us. After entering the college, some very bad thing happened at home. I remember my family solemnly told me this fact after one of my visits back home. I seemed unexpectedly calm, probably because I thought that pretending to be calm would keep my family from being more upset. What made me feel most ashamed of myself was that I didn't worry less about the pressure on my family and more about whether I would be able to mingle without worrying in the future. For months after that, my family and I lived in a state of constant agonizing, both financially and ethically, that we couldn't breathe. At the time, I even thought I was starting to get a little weird mentally. After a party, I told a friend of mine who is Buddhist about this. I didn't realize that he looked at it with open eyes and gifted me the Buddha bed he had been carrying around for several years and told me that it would definitely bring me a good luck. One cannot stand still for one thing, he said to me. I don't know if it was his words that influenced me mentally, but I was able to get back on track gradually. That string of Buddha beds I have been hanging in my car, always reminding me not to consume my spirit for anything.